Officials say they hope to process by tonight or tomorrow all those arrested in an immigration raid in a meatpacking plant in Postville. Hundreds of people await court hearings after the largest single-site immigration raid in U.S. history.
And at least 90 people are facing criminal charges this midday, another 300 or so waiting to be processed, and they could be in violation of immigration regulations. Federal agents raided the Agriprocessors meatpacking plant in Postville on Monday. The plant is the world's largest kosher meatpacking plant. The women arrested are in the Hardin County Jail, and the men remain in temporary quarters at the National Cattle Congress in Waterloo. As of right now, no charges have been filed against Agriprocessors. Again today, federal officials are processing the people in custody. Intake court and initial appearances, as well as criminal courts, are now underway at the National Cattle Congress grounds in Waterloo. KCRG-TV 9's Sarah Stewart is there. Sarah?
Ashley, yesterday officials started processing, and as you mentioned, they charged 20 people criminally. The U.S. Attorney's Office continued working through the night, and today, at the last estimate we heard, they've added 73 more people to that list, charging them criminally, relating those charges to fraud and identity theft. And now today, those numbers are only expected to rise. The court is being held here at the grounds on the National Cattle Congress. And here's a look inside those unusual courtrooms. Also new this midday, immigration officials tell me they do not expect to house the men in custody here past Thursday. They've been staying here since Monday night. After Thursday, the men will be going to other detention centers around the area. And obviously, there are people in custody still that have not been charged criminally. Those people will likely be charged with violating immigration laws. And those people will be having hearings within the next several weeks before a federal immigration judge. The nearest immigration court is in Omaha, Nebraska, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's where those hearings will be. Live in Waterloo, Sarah Stewart, KCRG TV 9 News.
And Agriprocessors released a statement yesterday. It says the company will continue to cooperate with the government in this investigation. It also plans to inquire further into the circumstances of the raids. Agriprocessors says they extend their heartfelt sympathies to the families whose lives were disrupted and wish them the best.
Some say the only innocent victims in this are the children, and they are some of those hardest hit by the raids. Iowa officials say every child is being looked after by a guardian, and none will have to go to foster care. However, for many of those families, it is the older children who are stepping up to help out.
Like little children, they're looking for their mom or their father, and you know, I was helping all kids all night, and yeah, so I didn't sleep.
2 immigration lawyers are in Postville to help families of those detained. The attorneys say Agriprocessors hired them to help those in the community. However, they tell TV9 there is not much they can do except tell them what to expect.
The Postville mayor says the Agriprocessors plant needs workers in order to stay open, and if it closes, he fears Postville will become a ghost town. Nearly every Hispanic business in that community was closed down yesterday, and owners told us their customers have simply disappeared. That could mean many of them aren't going to open again today. People usually pack this diner here for lunch, but workers say the owner didn't even see a point of opening.
It was always her dream to open up a restaurant. She finally did, and now she doesn't know because she invested a lot of money. Like, now what is she going to do now?
Postville's mayor says many people have either left the area or are in hiding. If something doesn't change, he estimates 95% of downtown businesses there could close. And be sure to stay with KCRG-TV 9 and our website, kcrg.com, for continuing coverage of this developing story.